So who remembers Jahlil Okafor, the third pick overall by the Philadelphia 76ers in the 2015 NBA draft? His first season in the NBA, he was actually a pretty solid player. He averaged around 17 or 18 points per game. Could rebound respectfully, but not exactly what you want these days out of your center. And then eventually he found himself falling out of the rotation, had some injury issues out there. The 76ers elected to go with Joel Embiid as their future center, which we all know was probably the right move in hindsight. Then, of course, Jahlil went to a few other teams out there. I know he's on the Brooklyn Nets for a bit, and even at that time, Jarrett Allen looked like he was going to be the guy they wanted to invest in. And then he found himself on the New Orleans Pelicans. So, for most of his NBA season, has not really played all that much. I mean, he's found a few minutes as the backup center, but with Anthony Davis going down with injury, Jahlil has had a chance to play a bit more out there. And over the past 4 games, he has been playing some great basketball. His last game against the Spurs put up 24 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 blocks. The game before that, 18 points, 8 rebounds. The game before that, 17 points, 10 rebounds, 6 block shots. And the game before that, a nice 20-point, 10 rebound, and 2 block, 1 steal performance. So for today's video, guys, we are going to see what if Jahlil Okafor actually lives up to his third pick 2015 draft stock out there, because in some cases, it just takes players a little bit more time to figure things out. So as far as his rating, I did give him an 89 overall rating, being that third pick in the draft, being the type of skill set he possesses out there. I would say 89 overall feels about right. Of course, this team has Anthony Davis on it. He would probably actually go to the power forward position, and Jahlil Okafor would start at center. The big issue with this, though, is that, Jahlil, he might be great. Anthony Davis, we know, is one of the best players in the entire NBA. Best big guy out there, at least. You got Jrue Holiday out there. He's a nice shooting guard / point guard, combo guard type of player. But then you got Julius Randle and Mirotic, both playing the power forward position. It really puts a logjam out there in the front court, because both these guys, you would probably say, deserve to actually start, more so with Julius Randle. So while the depth is great, you just have a lot of wasted talent. So it would be nice in the mindset that this team would now have some guys to trade out there for some other pieces. As far as Mirotic goes, I don't really plan on trading him. I still think he's a nice stretch big to have out there. Can put the ball on the court and do things like that. But Julius, I think, definitely holds some nice trade potential, because right now for the small forward position, you're looking at a 6'4" E'Twaun Moore. I don't know about you, man, but I don't want to put no 6'4" player at the small forward position. He's definitely more of a shooting guard. So, it gives us some things to work with right there. So we are actually going to go to Trade Finder, and we are going to put Julius Randle up for trade. It's only a 1-year contract, so I don't know how teams feel about that. But even toss in a future second-round draft pick just to entice teams to take that risk a little bit more out there. So our first offer is Ben Simmons. I don't really see the 76ers doing that at all. Chris Middleton and Brook Lopez. I mean, Brook Lopez would actually be a nice backup center for this team. And then Chris Middleton is the type of small forward we would actually kind of need out there. We got a draft pick and Bobby Portis, Jordan Clarkson, Jaylen Brown, Aaron Baines. Wow, I actually like this trade a lot, because it kind of solidifies the rotation for the Boston Celtics, because of course, Julius Randle will be the starting 4 alongside Al Horford. Jason Tatum go to the 3 spot. Gordon Hayward / Marcus Smart probably at the 2. I like this trade a lot, guys. And then Jaylen Brown, he definitely gives this team some wing depth. He is 6'7", would probably go to the small forward position and get a new chance over there. So I'm definitely liking that trade the best so far. As far as anything else popping out to me, Brandon Ingram, I mean, that's not too bad, I guess. But I do think I'd rather have Jaylen Brown at this point. Jamal Murray would, of course, be nice. Anybody else that's really popping out? Rudy Gay, a bit too old now. TJ Moore, he's always nice, but I give him a lot in this game, so I'm going to pass on that. Draymond Green, we got Nurkic and Zach Collins. Otto Porter gives him a new chance on a team over here, although he's a bit overpaid. And of course, Ben Simmons, like I said, man, the 76ers would not do that trade at all. So I think I'm going to go with this Jaylen Brown trade right here, get him on the squad, and put him at the small forward position. Yeah, we'll do that. So where's he at? Small forward. He goes to an 81 overall, so that might be his best choice right there. 3-point shot, not all that great. We know he's capable of it, but I think that the shot's just been off for him a bit this season. As far as the point guard goes, we still got Alfred Payton out there. I think I'm okay with him in the short term, so I'm not going to do any crazy trades with that. So right now we are looking at a team of Alfred, Jrue Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Mirotic, and Jahlil Okafor. And then, of course, once Anthony Davis is back and healthy, then he, of course, comes back on the team, and Mirotic comes off the bench. So we're going to go ahead, guys, simulate the rest of this NBA season. As soon as Anthony Davis is healthy, I will put him back in the lineup. Okay, so a record of 41-40. I can't imagine that is going to be the playoffs in the Western Conference. We do get a finish with W against the Warriors, though, so 42 wins. We might get the A spot out there. We have Kevin Durant as MVP, Luka Doncic Rookie of the Year, Dennis Schroeder 6-man, Anthony Davis Defensive Player, Blake Griffin Most Improved. I was hoping Jahlil could have won that award, but I feel like his resurgence as a player is a little bit too late into the NBA season to really have any chance of that award at this point. You kind of got to be able to do it for an entire NBA season. But yeah, we did not make the playoffs, unfortunately, but we do have, we're going to go through an offseason right here and kind of make the right trades out there and the right free agent signings to hopefully, you know, get this team going in the right direction. Anthony Davis, 27 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists. Jrue Holiday at 20 points, 8 assists. We got Mirotic at 15 and 8. Jaylen Brown, a pretty nice addition. His 3-point shot, 34%, so it was okay out there. And then we got Jahlil at 12 points, 7 rebounds per game. Not bad numbers. I actually did up his shot tendency too, so he would shoot a bit more out there, but still only shot about 9 times. You know, got some other pretty decent players are out there. I do wish his shot blocking and rebounding was a bit better. But, I mean, just for getting things going as of right now, I think those numbers are still pretty solid. Alfred Payton, decent numbers out there. I would like a little bit more out of our starting point guard, though, so that's definitely one thing we're going to look into. But here we go. Let's simulate these playoffs and watch the Toronto Raptors and Warriors go to the NBA Finals, because that's typically how it is. And yeah, so as far as this free agent period goes, I mean, ideally, I would like to look for either a small forward / shooting guard, because Jrue Holiday, of course, can go back to the point guard spot just fine, I would say. And then it's like Jaylen Brown, depending on the player we get, can play shooting guard or small forward. Both those guys I do want to keep around. I know guys like Solomon Hill, their contracts would probably have to be traded away to free up some money. The good thing is Jahlil Okafor's contract he's got team option worth like $1 million. So we will have him locked up for a very cheap price for this next NBA season. Let's go ahead and go to the staff signing. I don't actually remember who the coach of this team is. It is Alvin Gentry. I mean, it's not the greatest, but we'll go with him for right now, you know, for one more season. NBA draft. I don't remember this team even has like a good draft pick or not. I mean, it's gonna be a lottery, but I just don't know like what their draft situation is. 13th pick. Okay, that's okay. I can work with that. So as far as players available, we got DeAndre Hunter. He is a two-way star, 81 overall player from Virginia. Eric Gordon, ceiling floor, Gerald Green. Numbers are fantastic. You know what, guys? He might actually be our starting shooting guard this season. And then Jaylen Brown will go to the 3 spot, and we'll put Jrue Holiday at point guard. Or maybe he comes off the bench depending how free agency goes. But yeah, I'm definitely going to go with him. Seems like the right choice in this case. So yeah, man, welcome to the team. That's a nice guy to get that late. Okay, 78 overall. I don't know if that's starting material. We also ended up getting Romeo Langford. For whatever reason, whoever makes this draft class, they really underrate Romeo Langford because he's probably going to be a lottery pick. That's fine. Let's go ahead and get Jahlil back. We got Aaron Baines accepting his player option. That's fine. Frank Jackson, I'm going to save the $1 million. Try to do some stuff with that. These guys, I don't really need back either all that much, so we'll let them walk away. Okay, moratorium period. I guess before we go to this, we should probably trade away some of the bitch-ass contracts to free up some money. So let's go to Trade Finder. As far as bad contracts that we have, for the most part, they're pretty good. Solomon Hills is on a 1-year deal, so see what we can do there. We'll take a second-round pick from the 76ers. I'm fine with that. Just free up that $12 million. And now see what we can actually sign out here. So, ideally, I don't know, man, there's a lot of different positions we can definitely use. Like, Jimmy Butler would be nice, and Klay Thompson would be nice. Kemba Walker with Anthony Davis and Jahlil, that would actually be absolutely fantastic. I'm going to throw him a contract. Actually, maybe not. I don't think I can actually afford him. Is there anybody else we can trade real quick here to free up some more money? As much as I like Etuan Moore, $8 million, or get Kyrie Irving, I feel like I'm going to get rid of him. As long as I can, maybe just for like a draft pick or something like that. That would be the best choice. But there we go. New York Knicks being the real MVPs. And I think Aaron Baines also, because I want to go for a big name free agent. And it's like I can find a backup center just fine out there. So yeah, give me that right there. Thank you very much. Come again. And here we go, guys. I think we're finally good to go to sign. We can probably throw on a max contract. So yeah, we're going to toss one to Kyrie for sure. There's no guarantee he comes on the team. We're going to toss one over to Kemba Walker for sure. Okay, him, I don't know if I'll be able to actually do it or not. Give him the player option. Any other position, I really don't want. I mean, it's not I don't want Durant. I just don't really see him coming to this team. Plus, he has $38 million. So that's probably fine. Jimmy Butler would be kind of cool, I guess, or a Klay Thompson. Let me toss Klay Thompson and offer. I'll make things work. Okay, so We have Klay Thompson agreeing to a contract. To do so, we do have to get rid of Mirotic and Elfrid Payton. I am willing to do that. That is fine. I'll put Drew Holiday at the point guard position. That'll be nice. We got Kemba going to the Jazz and Kyrie to the Boston Celtics. So at least we get one of our guys out of this. It does kind of suck losing out on Mirotic, but like I feel like we can probably find a stretch just fine right there. Yeah, I guess we can actually still afford him. So we're gonna throw him a contract. See, I don't really understand that always works. Okay, we got Mirotic. Very nice. What about like a backup center now? Like a Kyle O'Quinn or a Marcin Gortat. He's a good screener, so we'll get him just for that case. All right. Anybody else, man? Anybody else really want to go for? Maybe a backup point guard now? We can actually afford Isaiah Thomas? I didn't think so. Yeah, I gotta go to affordable players. All right, like a Raymond Felton. Sure, why not? We'll get him on the team. And, okay, we got him. I feel like we're going to go, guys. I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the beginning of the regular season. Okay, so this is what the team looks like so far. Defensively, like Drew Holiday, Klay Thompson, Jaylen Brown out there with Anthony Davis. That is going to be elite. I feel like that actually kind of helps a bit too because you look for not the greatest defender out there, although we can block some shots, so that should be fine. The bench unit is also pretty good. Although I'm debating on tossing Romeo Langford into a trade to try to get like a better backup point guard. So we kind of need like the short-term fix right here. So we'll do a trade of Romeo, Raul, and toss in a future first-round pick. See what this gets us. It'd be nice to get like a 7-9 overall point guard for the bench. Just run some of these guys. But so far, not really any great trades being offered our way. I see Frank Ntilikina. I mean, Trey Burke, Harry Giles. That's not too bad. Elfrid Payton getting him back on the squad. Somehow found his way back on the Orlando Magic. So, I guess good for him, I suppose. Seems like that's the team he might want to be on. Dario Saric. I mean, he's cool and everything. I just don't really need him. Okay, give me, who else I see out here? I saw somebody else. Yeah, give me this Harry Giles, Trey Burke trade. Why not? We got to add a trade exception. That's fine. And Harry Giles is probably going to be starting over Marcin Gortat. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. We'll go with a nice 9-man rotation here. That should be fine. Let's get all of our guys out here playing a few more minutes, our starters, because that's going to lead us to the promised land, of course. So we got, I want these guys playing a lot because why not? We'll do this. Let's take away a few more minutes here and give those to Drew Holiday. Jalen at about 32 minutes himself. That is the starting lineup there, guys. It's going to be good. I feel like this team could possibly even win the championship. Let's go ahead and simulate the second NBA season, see just how well this Anthony Davis Jahlil team can do. Okay, so definitely was not expecting this, but apparently if you take the best big guy and one of the best big guys in NBA history, Anthony Davis, and you actually put talent around him, apparently that means there's going to be success for that franchise. I guess after however many years it's been, the general manager of the Pelicans has not really discovered that yet. But yeah, man, 69-13 on the NBA season. Anthony Davis, MVP at 20 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. We're getting very efficient numbers. Not really the greatest stat line. We've seen better from him, but apparently that's still good enough to win MVP. Rookie of the year is Zion Williamson, of course. RJ Barrett as 6-man. Rudy Gobert, defensive player. Jahlil Okafor, most improved player. 19 points, 12 rebounds, 2 blocks per game. I don't know why he's shooting 16% from 3. He should not be shooting 3s at all, but maybe he's trying to expand his game. I guess you can give him respect for that. But yeah, man, I guess we are the new boogie brow backcourt. It's just Jahlil and Anthony Davis instead. We, of course, are the first seed in the Western Conference. Checking out these player stats on the season. Let's go to this real quick. We got Andy Manoa's stat line. Klay Thompson at 20 points. Guys, I love the idea of Klay Thompson being on the same team as Anthony Davis. It just feels like the perfect fit. Jahlil played great. Jaylen Brown had a nice 14 points, 4 rebounds per game. Played some good defense. Shot 39% from 3, so up that percentage a nice bit. Drew Holiday, good stat line as the new starting point guard, no longer the shooting guard. Mirotic, great off the bench. Trey Burke was a nice fit. And our rookie, DeAndre Hunter, had a nice 7 points. So here we go. I think we can definitely win the championship here. Golden State Warriors are not in the Eastern or the Western Conference, so that's pretty cool to see. And I guess we still got LeBron in the Lakers we have to deal with, though. So simulate current round. See how this goes. Got game 1. Got game 2. Come on, Jahlil, man. Carry us to the promised land, baby. I want to see him win Finals MVP. And, you know, can I just talk real quick here about, 20-11 for him, about the 76ers? Because they drafted Jahlil Okafor, then got Joel Embiid, and had no really, they had no really, plans to use Jahlil as a player for the franchise. Killed his confidence. Now he's balling out again. They're literally doing the same thing with Markelle Fultz. They drafted Markelle after already being committed to Ben Simmons, and it's just like they drafted a guy that is I still think Markelle's gonna be a good player, but then just like has no plans for using him in the future, kills his confidence, and here we go again, guys. It's like literally the same case what they did with Jahlil as they are doing with Markelle Fultz. But yeah, we are in the NBA Finals. I was not really paying much attention here, but here we go. Klay Thompson, 40 points, 6 rebounds in this closeout game. 20-20 for Anthony Davis, a 20-12 game for Jahlil Okafor. Then over here against the Lakers, 31-16 with 2 blocks. Even made a 3-point shot. That is crazy. And we're actually sweeping our way. So if we can sweep the Cavaliers, who probably have Zion. Yep, of course, because Zion apparently as a rookie is going to carry the Cavaliers to the damn finals. Simulate current rounds. Got game 1, got game 2, got game 3. Guys, we just swept the NBA playoffs. Anthony Davis, your finals MVP. I think we found the secret solution for Anthony Davis and the Pelicans to have success. That is for Jahlil to ball out and for the team to hire KrispyFlakes as the general manager. Anyway, hope you guys all enjoyed. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and peace out.